good day to you. I wanted to do a video today for anyone really that just needs a few tips on how to get through any difficult time, not just this difficult time, but any difficult time. One of the things that's been really hard for me, and I don't want to sort of take away the seriousness of what's going on, but one of the difficult things for me hasn't actually been lockdown itself or isolation, because I'm a bit of a extrovert, introvert on the cusp, so I can be either around people or I can cope quite well in my own company and not seeing other people as well. I'm that happy medium. But the hardest thing for me is that I've got a whole client base, and some of them can't do online sessions, the video sessions with me, because they haven't got a private space at home. They might be having relationship issues at home, and my therapy room is their safe space to be able to say everything they need to say with full confidentiality, no one listening. Or it might be that they've got kids at home and they're just too busy and they can't get that space away privately. Some of them can't afford it at the minute, and equally I've got a full list and I can't always fit everybody in. So there's a few reasons that I might not be able to see people right now, and that's been tough, because when you're a therapist, when you're somebody that looks after people, not being able to do that is not nice. So hence the reason I'm doing this video. Some of the things that I say in this video will be things that I've said before in videos, and as David Cottrell, my business partner with the Crystal Matrix program and the Crystal Matrix method, will tell you, I always say this phrase: repetition is recognition. I say that because it's true. Neurons will fire, they'll recognise each other, they'll link and make a neuro pathway, and that's how we create those pathways in our brain, by repetition. So if you are struggling right now, I would like to give you a few tips. One of them is to write down in a journal how you're feeling, but I'm going to give you a structure to that, because just writing it down alone may not actually be enough. What I want you to do is write down whatever it is that's going on in your head, and then I want you to rate the emotion that's attached to that situation from 1 to 100, so 100 being the highest. You might have one or two emotions going on at the same time. Then you catch the thoughts. So you have your situation, you rate the emotion, and you describe the emotion. Then you catch the thoughts, all the different thoughts that you're having around that situation. And then you pick the hottest thought, and to do that again, you rate those thoughts as you catch them from 1 to 100. So 100 being, really bad, or really strong. And you rate those thoughts, and the highest rated thought becomes the hot thought. That hot thought becomes the thought that you look at in terms of evidence for and against. And when I talk about evidence, I'm talking about fact. So what are the facts to support that hot thought, and what are the facts that go against that hot thought? By doing that, you end up with a balanced alternative thought. So if you're going to journal, use that method for journaling, not just writing down your feelings, but actually having a structure to it. Another thing you can do is to spend 5 to 10 minutes per day meditating or relaxing or using hypnotherapy, clinical hypnotherapy. Now you can do that by focusing on, if you've got a garden, you can sit out in the garden, you can focus on a sound, or you can focus on a visual, and just allow your brain to really focus on that one thing, and allow your mind to empty the thoughts for 5 to 10 minutes a day. Another one is exercise and healthy eating. When we're looking after our body, we're feeding our brains correctly. And when we feed our brains and we look after our body, we'll feel more energized, and we'll use that energy to exercise. When we use up our energy, we sleep better. So there's a whole knock-on effect for doing those things. Another one is to stay connected. So whether that's FaceTime with your best friends or your family, or whether that's just a phone call to someone that you want to talk to, stay connected. And the other one is to talk to somebody that you trust. Talk about your feelings. If you're struggling, let somebody know. If you follow those steps every day and you make that a habit and you make that a routine, you will start to feel better. And it's really important to prioritise yourself and to do those things for yourself if you want to feel better. So some simple steps to follow. But I hope that helps any of you that need that little bit of something right now to make you feel good. On that note, have a lovely day.